Alright, let's talk about what happened because the internet is absolutely losing it right now. And frankly, nobody saw this coming. Well, actually, one person did, and her name is Karlissa Saffold. If you've been on social media for more than 5 minutes in the last week, you already know what went down. But let me break it down for everyone who's been living under a rock. Yaya Mayweather, daughter of boxing legend Floyd Mayweather, just posted one of the most casually chaotic videos to Instagram that had the entire timeline doing backflips. The video, her and Kai Bandz at what looks like a hookah lounge, getting all cozy, kissing on the cheek multiple times, with Yaya captioning it, "New month, new boot." Just like that. Simple, casual, absolutely devastating to one particular person's peace of mind. Just posted one of the most casually chaotic videos to Instagram that had the entire timeline doing backflips. The video, her and Kai Bandz at what looks like a hookah lounge, getting all cozy, kissing on the cheek multiple times, with Yaya captioning it, "New month, new boot." Just like that. Simple, casual, absolutely devastating to one particular person's peace of mind. See, just a few weeks back, Jaidyn was out here on live stream with Kai Bandz, and the energy was completely different. We're talking July 2026, Twitch going live, Jaidyn in the kitchen cooking while Kai sat back watching her.
Really?
Please. Oh no. Giving her a little playful smack on the back. They looked comfortable. They looked like they had something going on. Fans were in chat asking direct questions about their relationship status, and instead of dodging it, both of them just kept it cute. No denials, no weird tension, just a vibe that suggested Jaidyn might have finally moved on from the whole Blueface situation. Then Yaya drops that video with Kai and boom. The narrative completely shifted. Everyone started asking, what happened? Where is Jaidyn? Is she seeing this? And most importantly, is she going to respond? The anticipation was actually insane. The internet was literally waiting for Jaidyn to enter the chat, for her to say something, for her to react. And that's when Karlissa Saffold decided to step in. Now, if you don't know who Karlissa Saffold is, let me catch you up. She's Blueface's mother. And if that detail alone doesn't tell you everything you need to know about her personality, then you haven't been paying attention to hip-hop culture over the last few years. She's active. She's vocal. She's got over 396,000 Instagram followers who follow her specifically. Because she doesn't hold back. She hosts the Aunt T podcast with other celebrity moms like Tokyo Toni and Tia Kemp. She's been in movies. She started her own fitness business. She's living her own life while also being very invested in her children's lives and their decisions. And yes, that investment sometimes looks like publicly calling people out, which is exactly what she did with Kai Bandz. Karlissa dropped a video on Instagram going live with her followers, and she kept it 100, as she always does. Her main point? Kai Bandz was using Jaidyn for clout. That was the thesis. She didn't dance around it. She didn't soften it with corporate speak or try to make it sound gentle. She straight up said that little boy was using her for clout. And then she went deeper. Now look at her, Karlissa continued. Look at him up over there, all tongued up with NBA YoungBoy's ex-girlfriend, moving on to the next clout butt. The way she phrased it was so specific because it highlighted something that had been bothering people online all along. Kai wasn't just moving on to someone else. He was moving on to literally the ex-girlfriend of one of the biggest rappers in the industry. If he was using Jaidyn for clout, what does that say about him moving to Yaya? The pattern became clear in that one statement. But Karlissa didn't stop there. She revealed something that made people pay even closer attention. She said she tried to give Jaidyn advice, direct advice, mother-to-friend type advice, and Jaidyn didn't take it. I told you not to let that little yellow boy use you, Karlissa stated plainly. And that's the moment everything shifted. That's the type of situation that makes someone speak up. especially someone like Karlissa who's been through enough in her own life to recognize patterns when she sees them. Let's talk about the context here, because context is everything. Jaidyn Alexis didn't just jump into something with Kai Bandz out of nowhere. She was coming out of a whole situation with Blueface, a complex, public, messy situation that involved everything from leaked tapes to co-parenting drama to the kind of relationship dysfunction that plays out on live streams and social media for millions of people to watch. When you're dealing with that level of chaos, you're vulnerable. You want something new. You want someone who's going to treat you differently. You want healing? Kai presented himself as that option. He was new. He was different. He seemed interested. And on those live streams, they seemed like they were building something. Fans were rooting for them. The vibe was positive. People were genuinely thinking Jaidyn was finally going to get her piece. Then this happens. Kai moves to Yaya, not just any girl, Yaya Mayweather, who is connected to Youngboy. There have been custody battles. There have been public arguments about child support. There's been everything from her professing undying love for Youngboy to her saying that ship has sailed and that she's moved on. It's been a lot. So when Yaya suddenly pops up with Kai, it's not insignificant. It's actually pretty strategic, whether Yaya intended it that way or not. Going from Jaidyn Alexis to Yaya Mayweather is a whole level up in terms of clout. Yaya comes with name recognition. She comes with money. She comes with a whole family legacy. And that's exactly why Karlissa's comment about Kai moving to the next clout butt hit so hard. It wasn't just shade. It was observation. It was watching someone do exactly what you predicted they would do. Here's what's interesting about Karlissa's approach to all of this. She could have just posted something cryptic and let people read between the lines. She could have made it subtle, but she didn't. She was direct. She was clear. She was playing the role of someone who cares about what happens to people around her, and whether people agree with her method or not. That authenticity is rare in celebrity culture. Most people, when they see something messy, they stay quiet. They protect their brand. They worry about backlash. Karlissa doesn't operate that way. She operates like someone who's lived enough life to know when something is wrong, and she's willing to say it out loud. Now, the advice she was trying to give Jaidyn is important too. Don't let that boy use you. That's not complicated advice. That's preventive advice. That's someone who's probably been used before or seen people used before, trying to help someone avoid making a decision they'll regret. Jaidyn didn't take it. And now we're at a point where she's watching Kai move on to someone else, very publicly, while everyone online is asking if she's okay. What's wild is how quickly the narrative changed. 1 week, Kai and Jaidyn are streaming together, looking comfortable, giving off couple vibes. The next week, he's with Yaya. That's not a slow fade. That's not a gradual realization that things aren't working out. That's a switch, an immediate pivot to someone new. And here's what people online started realizing. Kai's whole strategy might have been designed this way from the beginning. If the goal was just to gain visibility and access to certain circles, then Jaidyn was a perfect starting point. She's connected to Blueface. She's got her own following. She streams. She's someone who people actually like. Get in with Jaidyn. Gain some credibility. Get some FaceTime on live streams. Build some clout. Then use that foundation to move up to someone with even more visibility. Someone like Yaya. Yaya comes with built-in attention. Her father is Floyd Mayweather. Her ex-boyfriend is NBA Youngboy. She's connected to major money and major names. If you want to elevate your status, moving from Jaidyn to Yaya is the play. And that's exactly what Kai did. Karlissa saw this potential before it happened. She warned Jaidyn. And when it happened exactly as she predicted, she didn't just sit back and stay quiet. She spoke up. She validated Jaidyn's experience by saying out loud what everyone was thinking. She said, "I told you so, but more importantly, you deserved better than this." That's powerful, because Jaidyn could have internalized this as a personal failure. She could have blamed herself. She could have decided that maybe she was the problem, that maybe Kai just decided he wanted someone else. But Karlissa cut through that narrative and said, no, this wasn't about you not being good enough. This was about him using you for something you had, and then moving on when he got what he needed. The responses online were mixed, which is to be expected. Some people thought Karlissa was being amazing and calling out exactly what needed to be called out. Other people thought she should have kept it private. Some people questioned whether it was even her place to say anything. But here's the thing. In celebrity culture, everyone's business is public. Everyone's relationships play out on social media. Everyone's drama becomes content. So when someone like Karlissa, who has visibility and credibility, uses that platform to call out what she sees as unfair treatment of someone else, that's actually using influence for something real. And Karlissa has credibility in this space specifically because she's been through so much publicly with Blueface. She's navigated complex relationship dynamics. She's watched her son hurt people and be hurt. She's seen patterns repeat. When she says something, people listen because they know she's not speaking from a place of ignorance. She's speaking from experience. So what does this all mean for Jaidyn? Well, that depends on what Jaidyn wants to do with this information. She can take Karlissa's advice going forward. She can be more cautious about who she lets in. She can pay attention to red flags that she might have missed before, or she can brush it off and keep living her life, which she has every right to do. But the narrative is set now. Everyone knows that Karlissa called it. Everyone knows that Kai moved from Jaidyn to Yaya in record time. Everyone knows that there were people looking out for Jaidyn, trying to protect her, and she didn't listen. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it does mean that Jaidyn's next moves are going to be watched carefully. If she gets into another situation with someone who seems questionable, people will remember this. If she dates someone who treats her well, people will celebrate it. Her love life has become a matter of public interest and public investment.